Welcome back to Outsiders. I'm James Morrow, and I thought it would be good to take a little break from all the coronavirus talk to enjoy some of the comedy stylings of Joe Biden, who this week brought his angry young man routine to Michigan, where he was confronted by an auto worker who took issue with his position on gun control. Joe's reaction? Have a look.
Support the second. A lot of guys want it. I'm not worried.
Angry man, that Biden. Whew, yeah, and it didn't stop there. Look what happened when the auto worker pressed his point further with Joe Biden.
Wait. Take your AR-14s and
yeah, this is not okay. Hold on. Hey, let's get moving. There's a lot of guys want it.
Just play that again. I want to make sure everyone got exactly what happened there.
Hey, let's get moving. There's a lot of guys want it.
So just in case you didn't catch it, Joe Biden first said that he was going to take away the man's AR-14 rifle. Sorry, Joe, it's an AR-15. There's no such weapon as the AR-14. But then Biden challenged the voter apparently to a fight, saying, "Do you want to go outside with me?" Now, I don't know if Joe Biden still thinks he's measuring out a length of chain or banging his razor on a rusty barrel to take on corn pop down at the local pool in Delaware, but I do know that it's probably not a great idea for a septuagenarian presidential candidate to offer to duke it out with a Michigan auto worker. Anyway, while it didn't end, thankfully, in fisticuffs, it did add yet another installment to 2020's hit series, Joe Biden Getting Angry at Voters, which has led many to question Biden's mental fitness to be president. Indeed, a growing number of Americans and observers believe that the anger, the gaffes, the forgetfulness are all signs that the 77-year-old Biden isn't really fully with it. And as I talked about with you last week, this could mean that the Democrats wind up replacing Biden with someone after the convention. Who knows? Even Hillary Clinton, perhaps. But either way, there's clearly an effort on to clean up this mess. And this week's Biden's doctors told the Washington Post that Joe Biden was healthy, but just that the only test so far that has been done is the, quote, cognitive functioning test, the doctor said. But the doctor continued on by saying, quote, "But the fact that he's on the campaign trail and meeting a rigorous travel and meeting schedule would probably suffice as a replacement for the formal cognitive test for cognitive functioning," unquote. Well, that settles that, I guess. And, you know, the same media that was all over Trump's Diet Coke habit seems to somehow be a little less curious about Joe Biden's own state. But anyway, let's close out with a bit of Joe Biden holding a virtual town hall yesterday, which was plagued with as many glitches and miscues as the candidate himself. And as you can see, despite having to talk into the phone to make the audio work, Biden was all over basic facts like when is the election and when he would be inaugurated if he won.
Being the public option, providing for the additional funding that would provide for no hidden bills, et cetera. And I can get it done, I can get it done quickly, and people will be covered. But even I can't do that for another a year between now and November, or actually January. But to be covered.
2 years, 1 year, November, January. Anyway, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about and that America would be in good hands under Biden.